Imagine you're a librarian, and you need to store books. You have two options: a fast, expensive shelf for your most popular books, or a balanced shelf that's affordable but slower. This is similar to choosing between GCP pd-ssd and pd-balanced storage. In this tutorial, we'll explore when to use each. We'll build a simple cloud storage system and learn why it matters. By the end, you'll know how to make informed decisions about your cloud storage needs. GCP pd-ssd storage is like a high-speed highway for your data. It's fast, but expensive. On the other hand, pd-balanced storage is like a balanced road network that's affordable but slower. pd-ssd is designed for high-performance applications, while pd-balanced is suitable for general-purpose use. Think of pd-ssd as a sports car and pd-balanced as a reliable sedan. When to use pd-ssd? When you need low latency and high throughput. When to use pd-balanced? When you need a balance between performance and cost. pd-ssd is like a VIP pass, while pd-balanced is like a standard ticket. Let's look at the architecture diagram. We have a GCP project with a virtual machine instance. The instance is connected to a persistent disk, which can be either pd-ssd or pd-balanced. The persistent disk is where our data is stored. The virtual machine instance is like a computer, and the persistent disk is like an external hard drive. The connection between them is like a cable that allows data to flow. We also have a network that connects our virtual machine instance to the outside world. To follow along, you'll need a GCP account and the Cloud Command Line tool. You'll also need to create a virtual machine instance and a persistent disk. Don't worry if you're new to GCP, we'll walk through each step. The Cloud tool is like a remote control that lets you manage your GCP resources from the command line. So, when to use pd-ssd versus pd-balanced? Here's a comparison table to help you decide. If you need high-performance storage, choose pd-ssd. If you need a balance between performance and cost, choose pd-balanced. Let's create a virtual machine instance. This is like setting up a new computer. We'll choose the instance type, operating system, and other settings. Then, we'll create the instance and wait for it to start. The cloud command is like a recipe that tells GCP what to do. Now, let's create a persistent disk. This is like adding an external hard drive to our computer. We'll choose the disk type, size, and other settings. Then, we'll create the disk and attach it to our virtual machine instance. The persistent disk is like a storage container that holds our data. Here's a flowchart that summarizes our process. We start by creating a virtual machine instance. Then, we create a persistent disk and attach it to the instance. If we need high-performance storage, we choose pd-ssd. Otherwise, we choose pd-balanced. Let's verify our storage settings in the GCP console. We'll check the persistent disk type and size. If everything looks good, we'll know that our storage is set up correctly. The console is like a dashboard that shows us our GCP resources. Sometimes, you might encounter issues with your storage. For example, you might see an error message saying that your disk is full. To fix this, you can increase the disk size or delete unnecessary files. Another issue might be that your storage is too slow. To fix this, you can upgrade to a faster storage type like pd-ssd. In summary, we learned about GCP pd-ssd and pd-balanced storage. We created a virtual machine instance and a persistent disk, and we chose the right storage type for our needs. We also verified our storage settings in the GCP console. By following these steps, you can make informed decisions about your cloud storage needs and choose the right storage type for your applications. Subscribe for daily in-depth DevOps tutorials explained in simple terms.